Welcome to the channel, financial enthusiasts. Ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly grow their wealth while others stay stuck? It's not magic, it's compounding. The beauty of compounding is that it works no matter your income level. In this video, we'll break down the 10 steps to harness the magic of compounding and grow your wealth. Stick around, because step 7 might just change how you look at money forever. If you're passionate about mastering your finances, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of money magicians. Trust me, you won't want to miss the tips and strategies we share every week to transform your financial future. So subscribe to the channel and let's get started. Let's start with the basics. Understanding the power of compounding at any income level. Compounding is earning interest on your interest, and it's one of the most powerful tools to grow wealth over time. Imagine planting a tree. The seeds grow into a tree, which produces fruit, and those seeds create more trees. You get the idea. Albert Einstein called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. He said, "He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." That's how transformative it can be. But here's the kicker. Most people don't fully grasp its power. They either start too late or don't start at all. Let's use an example. Imagine you invest $1,000 today with an annual return of 10%. After 1 year, you've earned $100 in interest. In year 2, you earn $110 because now you're earning interest on $1,100. Over decades, that difference becomes monumental. Here's another expert tip. Start with whatever amount you can. The earlier, the better. Even small investments grow over time when compounding works in your favor. Check out our video, The Psychology of Money, by Morgan Housel, for more insights into how compounding shapes financial success. Alright, so now that we've got a good handle on what compounding is and how it can turn your investments into a growing snowball, let's talk about how to start small and the advantage of starting now. Think you need thousands of dollars to get started? Think again. Compounding works its magic best when you begin early. The secret? Time is more valuable than the amount you invest initially. A delay of even a few years can cost you tens of thousands down the line. Let's break it down. If you invest $100 a month starting at age 25 with a 7% annual return, you'll have over $250,000 by age 65. Wait until 35, and that number drops to around $120,000. The math doesn't lie. Time is your greatest ally. And here's the irony. Most people think they'll start when they have more money, but by then they've already lost the one thing money can't buy: time. The book Atomic Habits by James Clear emphasizes how small, consistent actions compound over time to create significant outcomes. Think of this as a habit for your finances. Now, here's something else to consider. What's holding you back from starting now? Is it fear? Uncertainty? Remember, no amount is too small. If $100 feels like a stretch, start with $20 or even $10. The point isn't the amount, it's building the habit. You can always scale up later. For example, a $100 investment earning 8% annually grows to $2,000 in 40 years. Add $10 a month, and that number skyrockets. Start small, but start today. Finally, don't underestimate the impact of those small contributions. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it picks up momentum, it grows bigger and faster. That's your money on compounding. Start now and let time do the heavy lifting. Now that we've learned how to start small, the next step is to reinvest your returns to harness the magic of compounding. Here's where many people mess up. They spend their returns instead of reinvesting them. Compounding requires reinvestment to work its magic. If your $1,000 investment earns $100, put that $100 back into the market. This simple act can exponentially grow your wealth. Consider this. Imagine you're baking bread. The dough rises faster when you keep kneading it. Pull it out too early and you've got a flat loaf. The same goes for your investments. Pulling out returns too soon kills the potential for exponential growth. Now let's talk strategy. Reinvesting doesn't have to be complicated. Many platforms offer automatic reinvestment options for dividends or interest. This feature keeps your money working for you, compounding returns without you lifting a finger. And here's a fun fact. Historically, reinvested dividends account for a significant portion of total stock market returns. In the S&P 500, for example, almost 40% of the total return over the last century came from reinvested dividends rather than stock price appreciation. If that doesn't convince you, I don't know what will. Let's take another perspective. Imagine a farmer who plants crops and harvests seeds. If they eat all the seeds, instead of planting some back, their future harvests shrink. The same principle applies here. Reinvesting is like planting seeds for future growth. Pro tip: use automatic reinvestment options for dividends or interest. This keeps the momentum going without any extra effort. And remember what Peter Lynch said in One Up on Wall Street. The real key to making money in stocks is not to get scared out of them. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far and want more strategies on how to double your money, comment the word money so I know. Alright, so now that we've got a good handle on how to reinvest your returns into a growing snowball, let's talk about how to make time your best friend. Time is compounding's best ally. The longer you let your money grow, the more exponential your gains become. Think snowball rolling downhill. Each turn adds more weight. But here's the catch. Most people don't stick around long enough to see the magic happen. Let's look at the numbers. If you start saving $100 monthly at age 20, you'll have over $300,000 by age 60 at an 8% return. Wait until age 30, and you're looking at just $140,000. That's less than half. Why? Because you missed out on those crucial early years where compounding does the heavy lifting. And here's where patience comes into play. Compounding isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. Think of it as planting a tree. It takes years for the roots to grow deep, but once they do, the growth above ground is unstoppable. The same goes for your investments. The early years might feel slow, like watching paint dry, but trust me, those later years are where the magic truly happens. Another key point: resist the urge to tinker. Many people get impatient and move their investments around, chasing higher returns. This disrupts the compounding process. As Warren Buffett famously said, the stock market is designed to transfer money from the impatient to the patient. Let's think of compounding as a good friend. You can't rush a friendship into deep loyalty, just like you can't rush compounding into immediate wealth. Give it time, nurture it, and watch as it rewards you handsomely in the end. Quick math recap. Start saving $100 monthly at 20, and you'll have over $300,000 by 60 at an 8% return. Wait until 30, and you're looking at half that. Start early and let time do the heavy lifting for you. Now that we understand how to make time our best friend, money magicians, the next step is to choose the right investment vehicles to harness the magic of compounding at any income level. Not all investments compound equally. While savings accounts provide safety, they can't match the growth potential of stocks or index funds over decades. The book Common Sense on Mutual Funds by John C. Bogle emphasizes the importance of choosing low-cost, diversified investments to maximize returns. But here's the twist. Choosing the wrong investment vehicle can cripple your compounding efforts. Let's break this down. Imagine two scenarios. You invest $10,000 at 1% interest, which grows to $13,000 over 30 years. Alternatively, you invest the same amount in an index fund, earning an average of 8% annually. That grows to over $100,000. The takeaway? The vehicle you choose determines the destination you reach. And here's where it gets ironic. People spend months researching which streaming service to subscribe to, yet they pick their investment accounts in minutes. If you're serious about compounding, it's time to flip that equation. Your money deserves as much attention as your entertainment. Here's an additional tip. Diversification is your safety net. A mix of stocks, bonds, and real estate spreads your risk while allowing compounding to work across multiple platforms. High-growth investments like stocks will compound faster, but safer options like bonds provide stability. Balance is key. Another valuable lesson comes from The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Graham stresses the importance of discipline and emotional control in picking investments. A steady hand prevents impulsive decisions, which can derail your compounding journey. Here's something to consider. Many platforms now offer fractional shares, letting you invest in high-value stocks with as little as $5. This makes compounding accessible no matter your income level. No excuses. The irony. Some people spend more time choosing their next vacation destination than their investment strategy. But remember, your money should work harder than you do. Pick wisely to maximize your returns and watch compounding take over. Now that we have learned about choosing the right investment vehicles, the next thing is to learn how to automate your contributions. We're all human, and life gets busy. Automation ensures you don't forget to invest or save. Set up automatic transfers into your investment or savings account each payday. This simple step eliminates the "I'll do it later" excuse, which is a silent wealth killer. Why it works. Automation takes the decision-making out of the equation, ensuring consistency over time. Behavioral finance expert Daniel Kahneman highlights in Thinking Fast and Slow how automation helps overcome our natural tendency to procrastinate on long-term goals. Imagine this. Every payday, a small amount is quietly moved into your investment account. It grows in the background while you focus on living your life. That's the magic of automation. Automation also builds a habit of consistency, which is critical for compounding. Think of it like planting seeds every month without fail. Over time, those small, regular efforts add up to a lush financial forest. Another overlooked benefit? Automation helps you avoid emotional spending. When your investments are funded before you even see your paycheck, you're less likely to spend that money impulsively. Out of sight, out of mind, but still growing. Even apps like Acorns or Stash make automation easy, rounding up your purchases and investing the spare change. Small amounts, when automated, create big impacts over time. Now let's dive into how to increase your contributions for harnessing the power of compounding at any income level. As your income grows, so should your investments. This step ensures you're not just keeping up with inflation, you're beating it. Think of it like turning up the heat on a simmering pot. The more fuel you add, the faster it boils. For example, if you start investing $100 a month and increase it by just 5% annually, your nest egg will grow significantly faster than a static contribution. Growth is key. Inflation eats into stagnant investments, but increasing contributions counteracts this. Here's the beauty of this step. It aligns with your natural income progression. Got a raise at work? Bump up your investment contributions. Landed a bonus? Channel a portion into your portfolio. Every little increase accelerates your compounding gains. Another valuable insight: set a yearly reminder to review your finances and bump up your savings rate. Even a small increase, like 1% more each year, can have a monumental impact over decades. And don't forget the psychological edge. When you consistently increase your contributions, you reinforce a mindset of abundance. You're telling yourself and your finances that you expect growth, and your actions align with that belief. Finally, consider setting a stretch goal. Maybe it's doubling your contributions in 5 years. By challenging yourself to grow beyond your comfort zone, you'll see results that even compounding alone couldn't achieve. Pair this with automation for a seamless growth strategy. Now that we have learned how to increase your contributions, the next is to talk about how to stay patient and disciplined. Here's the hardest part: staying consistent during market downturns. Compounding rewards patience. Markets rise and fall, but historically they've always trended upward over the long term. Staying patient isn't just about doing nothing, it's about actively avoiding panic. During downturns, your instincts might scream sell, but compounding thrives on steady growth. Selling during dips locks in losses and interrupts your long-term trajectory. Think of compounding like planting a tree. You don't uproot it every time it rains, you let it weather the storm. The same applies to your investments. Warren Buffett famously said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." If you need proof of patience, consider this. Historical data shows that after every major market downturn, the market eventually recovers and surpasses previous highs. Investors who stay in the game during tough times often come out significantly ahead. Another valuable insight: Avoid checking your portfolio daily. It's like weighing yourself every hour when trying to lose weight. Focus on the big picture. Quarterly or even annual reviews are often enough. Finally, embrace dollar-cost averaging. By investing consistently, regardless of market conditions, you smooth out the impact of volatility. Over time, this disciplined approach compounds your wealth while keeping your emotions in check. Moving forward, let's dive into how to avoid high-interest debt to harness the magic of compounding. Compounding works against you when it comes to debt. Credit card interest, for example, compounds in the lender's favor, turning small balances into massive headaches. It's like running on a treadmill while the incline keeps getting steeper. Debt is compounding in reverse. It eats away at your financial potential. A credit card with a 20% interest rate can double your balance in just over 3 years if left unpaid. This is why clearing high-interest debt should be a priority before focusing on aggressive investments. Story time. Sarah had $5,000 in credit card debt at 20%. By paying only the minimum, her debt ballooned to $20,000 over a few years. Don't let this be you. Every dollar spent on interest is a dollar that could have been compounding for you, not against you. Here's another piece of advice. Use the debt snowball method. Pay off your smallest debts first to build momentum, then tackle the larger ones. Alternatively, try the avalanche method, targeting high-interest debts first to minimize overall costs. Both strategies are detailed in Dave Ramsey's The Total Money Makeover, a must-read for anyone serious about getting out of debt. And here's some irony. Many people feel overwhelmed by their debt, but they keep making minimum payments, which only prolongs the pain. By aggressively tackling high-interest debt now, you free up money to invest and let compounding work for you, not against you. Finally, create a safety net to avoid falling back into debt. Building an emergency fund ensures that unexpected expenses won't derail your progress, keeping you on the path to financial freedom. All right, let's discuss how to educate yourself continuously. The more you understand personal finance, the better decisions you'll make. Knowledge compounds just like money. The difference between an average investor and a great one often comes down to education. Here are some action steps. Dedicate time weekly to learn about investing, savings, or debt management. Start with beginner-friendly books or podcasts and grow your financial literacy over time. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki emphasize the mindset shifts needed to embrace financial success. Just a reminder, we've already summarized the book on our channel. You can find the video in our playlist, but don't just stop at books. Engage with communities, attend webinars, and stay updated with current trends in the financial world. The more you immerse yourself, the more intuitive financial decision-making becomes. Here's an additional tip. Keep a learning journal. Write down key insights and strategies you come across. Over time, you'll build a personal playbook for financial success. This habit not only reinforces what you've learned, but also serves as a reference for future decisions. Finally, remember that education is a lifelong process. The financial world evolves, and staying informed ensures you can adapt to new opportunities and challenges. In the words of Benjamin Franklin, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. And that's all for today's video. Financial enthusiasts, those are the 10 steps to harness the magic of compounding at any income level. Compounding isn't just for the wealthy, it's for anyone willing to take that first step. Whether you're starting with $10 or $10,000, the key is consistency and patience. The purpose of this video is to educate you on various aspects of investing and not to give you any specific investment advice. Investing involves risks and uncertainties, and you should always do your own research and consult with qualified professionals before making any financial decisions. However, past performance does not guarantee future results, and you should always consider the risk of investments before putting your money at stake. Now, if you found this video helpful, I highly recommend watching my next video, which is the perfect complement to this one. Do not hesitate to share this video. It may help someone. Subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts on today's video. Remember, your financial future is in your hands. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.